Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Unlimited Game channel. I'm AJ Gills. Guys, we are back with Pyre. It has been a couple days since I last played this game, so forgive me if I'm not exactly where I left off last time. If there's some overlap between the videos, just warning you now. But either way, let's get into it and play some Pyre. I think we're right here. Just got past this dialogue, but last video I was having some problems reading, so we'll do it again. Here before you lies Mount Eladiel, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather round again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking. Yet, if only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on, now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions? Why us? Why you, indeed, madam? That I can't explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think of it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it might absurd as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwyn over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old burial wagon and a reader, an old buried wagon. He was invited to bring others. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts. Gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I have reasons to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions? Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. This is important. Your fellow exile's freedom seems to hinge on Volfred's plan. You ought to consider his every word. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he is willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jadario raises her voice again. Hold on. You mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know, why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a blooded mountain at the fall of Saliam, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion then shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory. The Book of Rites. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say. Because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain, though, in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time. Replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accursers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites you see. The others erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right. Then participation is all that matters. Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all of this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountains and present you with some options. Alright, let's see here. We can go. The Emperor's Ascent, a gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Aladiel. Shay believes the 8 scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Emperor's Fall, a pathway on the outskirts of Mount Aladiel's nameless lower summits. Pamitha expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. I'll take the buff. The sublime beauty of Mount Aladiel, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. However, Shay has been positively bursting with excitement. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tizo seems not to share Shay's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that You've been here before, Tizo. Isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that... Something about her changes then. Wait, look, but Tizo, don't you see? Look, don't you see them there? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. I love his face. You yourself see nothing, but Shay rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was. I know it was. They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we are welcome. That we are welcome here. Shay runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, her spirits rise. Your companions gain +2 hope for the next rite. Journey onward. Temple Cistern, second of 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Sir Gilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. First of 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Hedwyn expresses a passing whim to see the view from here. Well, yeah, we could do either. I get a feeling I'm going to be using Hedwyn for this one. Or I'm more certain about that than I am about Gilman, so we'll go try and boost something with Hedwyn. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of howlers, as Jody would say. No sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, it's just... I've just been giving lots of thoughts to everything that Volfred's told us. In another couple of days, one of us may be gone all of a sudden. Or... I don't mean to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back one by one, as he said. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. This might all be part of Volfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, I guess if Volfred has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. And won't that be a day? Worst case, we keep failing in the rites, and be stuck down here, together, just like this. The two of you walk on in silence for a time. When at least you return to the wagon, Hedwyn turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwyn feels more prepared for the next rite. Hope likewise for the best. Oh, cool. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under the archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we must pass together, much how we act with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Please, follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. When the last of your companions near the arch, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tariq? It is. Greetings, Celeste. She watches over Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work is piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures towards the rest of you. Now, each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Do as she says, please, without questioning. You follow your fellow exiles exchange glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwyn the Deserter. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions, in my case, so I can return to be with whom I love. The woman bids him forward. The lone minstrel prompts Ruki to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name of Ruki Greentail. I just want to get out of here. I guess with my chums, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I am Captain Jadariel. I do not truly know as yet what I am seeking here. Oh, my name is Shay, and I am here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Tizo seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Domain, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamitha Thane, I'm only here because my sister's here. Then as Volfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You! I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you. I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you are here and have the others. My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. State who you are to traverse Scribegate. You were just, when they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you, and you could not run far. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned a trip to the downside nonetheless. Years of strife between the Commonwealth and the High Wing remnants afflicted you since birth. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. I'll take War Orphan. In many ways, you were an outcast from the start and suffered through your youth, never experiencing a parent's guidance. Your exile was maybe something of a blessing, and it ultimately led you here. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek to traverse Scribe's Gate. See here. You wish to return to the Commonwealth and to live out your days there, doing as you please. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. The Commonwealth, which cast you down into the downsides, cannot be forgiven. All you expect is that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting. I kind of like that one. I want to help my friends, but honestly, I'm the kind of guy that just kind of wants to live my life the way I want and do as I please. You wish to regain your freedom, not simply to return to the Commonwealth, but to be able to live there in peace. If Volfred's plan shall bring about that peace, then you shall do your part to achieve it. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once and waves all of you by. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tariq, aye, Celeste, be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his hat back. He does not look back at her. From the top of Mount Elagiel, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many leagues you have crossed to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Page revealed. Mercy shown. Well, let's head to the slug market first. Psst, hey guys. So just so you're aware and all, I know how come you're here, how come you made it all the way up here. Oh, I know, alright. You're here because I got the lowest prices and all the downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're going to get a lot of value there, an awful lot. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Interesting. Honestly, I think I'm gonna dump that. Get some free cash. Honestly, I'm not seeing anything I really want to use. Pleasure was all mine, and Dad's, you guys. Said the black wagon. Jadariel appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night. Though it is not yet dark, she is already in her raiments. Hedwyn soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Dookie? None as yet. Complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I am certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The 3 of you exchange glances, but nothing is said or needs to be said. Soon, if Volfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey! What did I miss? Am I late? Is it starting? Is it starting yet? Easy, Dookie. We got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How fare your struggles with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against a wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. This is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like, soon. By dawn, in fact. If all goes well. If all goes well. That's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just... we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out. That's been bugging me for a while now. I thought we all were getting out of here at once. He shoots a look at you. Some of us, we might not be getting out. Some of us, we might not be getting out of here at all. Hedwyn slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the 4 of us. We're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So it's like this. If any one of us gets out, great. But it's just a start. We're going to do whatever it takes there on the other side to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What, you think they're going to build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know what it's going to take. I just know we have to try. Jadariel turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. She nods to reassure you and to reassure herself. Dookie nods his head in turn, and Hedwyn's gaze never once falters. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Salim awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom, yet you feel your heart that it shall only be the first. Your 3 companions each gain +1 hope for the liberation rite. Steel yourself in turn. Alright, let's read this page. And mercy shown. Did I read this one before? Emperor Mur, scarcely could I recognize him. Yeah, okay, yeah, I read this one. Alright, let's read this one. The imp Haub and I, we helped to save my emperor, and when the danger did subside, my emperor Salim Mur, he said something to me which shook me to the essence of my being. He said, "You gave your freedom, Master Galathini." I can never pronounce that name. Galathini. Fuck. So that I may yet have mine. You too now are in exile of the downside. In all the days which I have left, I never could repay the mercy you have shown me. So, if I cannot do so in this life, then I shall do it in the next. We crossed the land together, and together with the imp we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. Well, here at the summit of Mount Alagil, one among you may finally go free, if you prevail. Let's begin. Is everyone prepared, Hedwyn? Yes, though several of us have another question that's been troubling us. You need but ask. You said that one of us is going to return to the Commonwealth if we defeat the Tempers in the rites tonight, or in the rites this night. What happens if we fail? Hedwyn, my boy, don't you see? The path to freedom and the path to enlightenment are one and the same. Do you intend to stray from the path? No. Then you have nothing to fear. But let me be much more upfront with you. Should you be defeated by the Tempers this night, then one of them shall end up going free, instead of one of you. It is as simple as that. What then is to be done? The very same as if we achieve victory, we await our next such opportunity and make the most of it. Tonight, our plan is set in motion. We are united in our cause. We shall look as ever toward the stars for guidance and seize upon our future chances, just as they arise. So look up, my boy, and set aside your doubts. It is time to take great strides along the path. Alrighty then.
Many years have passed since last the Nightwings gained the summit of the sacred mountain and stood upon the fall of Solium.
Solium, okay.
Be commended for your guidance, reader, but only if you can prevail in this liberation rite. Here you stand to gain much more than some enlightenment. Your adversaries are none other than the Tempers. I trust they need no introduction. Soon, one among you shall regain their freedom.
The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Tempers, come forth now and declare yourselves and pay your respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. A massive demon swaggers into view. He reaches for his mask. You know who I am already, but look at what we got here. The damn Nightwings decided to show up. Almost figured we were never going to see the day again. Ignarius. That looks like Hellboy. He takes notice of someone in your ranks. Hey, you! He indicates Jadariel. She scoffs back at him. Lose the mask. Ain't seen one of our own in ages. Not in these damned robes. Jadariel's hesitation is almost imperceptible. Okay. Before she moves to remove her mask, just as her adversary asked. Satisfied. Whoa! You must be new. Jadariel soon puts her mask back on. Enough talk. Ha! I like you curly horns. Tell you what, once we put out your lights, you come along with these guys. We're gonna have a spot open, only shame is, I ain't gonna be around to show you a good time. I should rather cut out my tongue. Oh, you don't mean that. Our kind, we ought to stick together. Now come on, now come on. There's the word. Ignarius throws his mask back on as his allies snarl at the rest of you. Cold, okay. Have the Nightwings reached the decision on whose behalf they shall conduct this rite? The lone minstrel gets your attention in his subtle way. Reader, this is it. The final companion whom you choose shall be anointed to go free this very night, if you prevail. The other two in the triumvirate shall lend their aid. As you may know, only the most enlightened in the rites are eligible to go free. Not all among you may be ready yet. Now, Nightwings, I would have your decision.
Who most deserves their freedom?
I'm gonna make this decision based on who I don't use. I'm gonna pick Jadariel. Oh, she's unworthy. I can only anoint Gilman, Hedwyn, or Dookie. Honestly, I'm gonna anoint Hedwyn then. If that's my those are my choices. I really like him. I like having him around, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Hedwyn.
Hedwyn.
Sorry. If you insist. Then the great guardian looks upon you and your adversaries. Very well. Then under the watch of the 8 scribes, here are the stakes of this eve's liberation rite. Should the Nightwings prevail, the one called Hedwyn the Deserter shall be liberated. Should the Templars prevail, the exile Ignarius shall go free instead. She then turns to you. Now, who among the Nightwings shall complete your triumvirate to strive alongside Hedwyn the Deserter and see to his return in glory?
Who shall be at his side?
Well, you know what? I'm going with the OG crew.
Jadariel.
Jadariel? Very well. Let us prevail here and see this through. And our buddy Dookie. Sure. No pressure, right, chum?
Very well.
Very well. The 8 scribes accept your choices, reader of the Nightwings. She then indicates to the lone minstrel. Now, are you prepared? Now, are you yourself prepared, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. Then, let us all begin. Nightwings, been waiting an awful long time to get out of this hole. Try and stop me.
Commence.
I got all three of my guys back. Ah, shit. You good-for-nothing Nightwings. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of us. Skip out on us for years and years, then show up all of a sudden like you're gonna let somebody out for once. But now we gotta work for it, I guess. Damn it, I used to be the best at this at least, but now the pressure's getting to me. Can't believe it's getting to me. Ah, Moira, I doubt you'd even recognize me anyways. Come on, Nightwings. Let's see you keep this up. Ah, couldn't get enough speed.
Tis what the scribes ordained.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll take a small hit. Now I have a number advantage.
All banished.
Ah, damn it. Thought I have a chance to use that skill.
A rude predicament for the Tempers. Now go on, just once more.
Ah, crap.
Flames grow weak.
These little bastards are hard to catch sometimes. Again, now I have a numbers advantage.
At last, the Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the liberation rite, and thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Gah, what a joke. We should have had this. You should have had this. God, old Rusty, you've been waiting so damn long. Damn it, damn it. Nightwings, be seeing you around, I guess. And next time, you ain't gonna be so lucky. We did it. Then, I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to him, that we would all go free together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Vikani, someone for whom Hedwyn cares deeply. They were separated in the Commonwealth. Wait for me. Wait for me. He remained silent for a moment longer, then, listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I can do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I am going to find it, and I am going to do it. And, at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you can come join me back at home, that it'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you. All of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the shimmer pool, His voice is audible, but growing faint. A seldom seen celestial phenomenon linking the downside back to the Commonwealth. Thus, beneath a blooded moon, the Scalarian waters rise for but a moment, only to follow again. Downside legend. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends, reader, everyone, goodbye. Until we see each other. Hedwyn earned back his freedom. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Hedwyn. The 8 scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again. May the scribes have mercy on us all.
Liberation rites let your exiles or your adversaries return to freedom. Look at the stars for the next such opportunity. Alright. That's a neat way to kind of tell this story. It's interesting. After your victory over the Templars and the Liberation Rite, you return to your wagon to decide how to proceed from here. I'm gonna miss that guy. It is quieter now, but we'll see Hedwyn again if we persevere. Our journey's now begun in earnest. We'll just need to make a few last preparations while we're here. Wait, what about the stars? They don't seem to wait around for us. About that. Reader, go see for yourself. The night sky over Mount Elagiel is much darker than you would have expected. Your thoughts are with Hedwyn as you look toward the heavens. You gaze into the darkness of night. Seek now your destination. You search and search the sky, but in vain. No stars are shining now. The stars revealed nothing. But they did not. Did they not? You confirm his suspicions. It's as the book foretells. This is the chance we need to make ready for what lies ahead. There's a haven south of here we'll travel to at dawn, and then when the stars decide to shine for us again, we'll be ready. Mark my words. Well, go talk to Volfred. But yeah, I mean, like I've been sitting here looking at the Book of Rites, going, there's like this entire column down this side, and I know there's a chapter. There's a trophy for reading every entry in this book. So I figured there was more to this story, even though it seemed like we were kind of at an end. Although I like how it kind of sends your team away kind of one at a time. It's an interesting way to do this. Although I'm curious to know, I want to know all this sentencing stuff about Hedwyn and all that. I don't know. I found that stuff. I don't know. I found that. I kind of wish like his entry was still here so we could see that. Let's talk to Volfred then. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Volfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I were unsure of him at first. Common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he fall silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf, now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Volfred speak little of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Well, it's... See, it's kind of sad to, that he's kind of... that he's left the team. I know he's safe and, it's great what happened, but it's kind of sad knowing that our buddy's not here anymore. Good morning, my boy. The place I noted earlier. Let me illuminate the way. Moonlight Alcove. A small landing on the dark side of the sacred mountain. Volford indicates you can await the next cycle of the rites here. Volford leads all of you into a calm and quiet clearing tucked away inside one of the mountain's hidden folds. All about you see a variety of strange items and equipment. You know what? We could talk to him, but my voice is starting to get a little scratchy, so I'm just gonna call this one here. I want to say thank you so much, everybody, so much for watching. I love doing all this YouTube stuff, and this game is so it's really interesting. I'm really having a lot of fun, doing all the characters and all that. I hope you're liking it too. Until next time, guys, you find me over on Facebook toward the website minds.com. Links to all that stuff down in the description as always. Facebook toward the website mind. Wait, I already said that. Fuck. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. Until then, I am AJ Gels, and the See on Fire Gaming Channel. I'm out.